What if the people you're trying to make proud are the same people who don't believe in you? What if every time you talk about your dream, they say, focus on studies, be realistic, this won't work, and slowly you stop talking about it, you stop trying. You start thinking, maybe they're right. If that's you, don't skip this video. Because by the end, you won't just feel understood. You will know exactly what to do next. Listen carefully. You're not weak, you're not lazy, you're not confused. You're just stuck between two walls. One where your parents want your safety, and the other where your heart wants meaning. And that fight inside you. That's why you feel tired all the time. That's why you procrastinate. That's why you lose focus. Today, we fix that. Let me tell you something most people won't. Your parents are not against your dreams, they're against your uncertainty. Let's understand this from our story. A boy wanted to become a filmmaker. His father said, do engineering, it's safe. The boy thought, my father doesn't believe in me. What? One day he asked his father, why are you against it? And his father replied, I've seen failure. I don't want you to suffer like me. I also have dreams, but I failed. That changed something. Human brains are wired to avoid risks. It is made for survival, especially people who have struggled in life. To them, stability is equal to survival, risk is equal to danger. But to you, passion is equal to identity, dream is equal to purpose. That's the gap. In the movie The Pursuit of Happiness, Chris Gardner is told constantly, you can't do this. Even his wife loses faith. But the man keeps going, not because people supported him, but because he believed in the possibility. What if it gets success? What if it works? Instead of saying, I want to follow my dream, say, here's my plan. Here is how I'll learn. Here is my backup. Turn your dream into something visible because your parents don't understand ideas. They want proof. They understand proof. They want security. They don't want uncertainty. Now let's talk about you. Why do you feel so tired? Even when you're doing nothing, because your mind is fighting two voices. Voice one, follow your dream. Voice two, what if you fail? This creates mental friction, and that leads to procrastination, burnout, lack of focus. Take an example. You watch too many animes nowadays. Think about Naruto. Nobody believed in him, not even his village. But the real battle wasn't outside, it was inside. The moment he believed in himself, everything changed. He said to himself, I will become the Hokage one day. And he believed in that sentence fully. He immersed himself, he worked hard. You have probably heard that line. People called me failure, but I will prove them wrong. The biggest battle is not with your parents, it's with your own doubt. Look at Hercules. He had strength, but no direction. He had to go through struggles to prove who he really was. Same with you. Your struggle is shaping you. Here are quick steps to fix your mind. Wake up at the same time daily. Reduce phone time, especially screen time, especially short videos, reels. Focus on one skill, only one. And lastly, track your progress. Because when you track your progress, you can see where exactly you are, how much improvement you need. Discipline removes confusion. Most students make a big mistake. They try to win argument, but listen, argument don't build relief. Results do. That's a real life story. A girl wanted to become a YouTuber, but her parents said, no, it's the age where you should study. You should secure your future. You have to study. You have to get good marks, good grades. And she finished her studies, helped parents her at home, and literally she worked daily, 1 hour on content creation. After 6 months, she showed progress. She showed growth, her audience, her income to her parents. And suddenly, that no became okay, try it. Maybe it will work. So here's the relation. Consistency is louder than explanation. Even Steve Jobs was misunderstood. He dropped out of college. People thought he was wasting his life.
but he followed curiosity and let it change the world. Religion, inside, in many teachings, you are responsible for your action, not the outcome. So focus on effort. Let time prove your path. So if you have any dream, if you have a goal, just work on it. Literally daily. Be consistent. Your action, your efforts proves your path. It creates your future. That's this line that action speaks louder than. So here is the action plan. In morning, you have to do study or responsibility like job and everything. And evening, work on your dream. At night, reflect. Did I improve today? Do this for 90 days daily. Non negotiable. You won't need to convince anymore. Not anyone, not anymore. Now let's face reality. What if they never understand? You have two paths. Listen to them completely, save life, regret later. And part two, respect them, slowly build your own path. If you have seen an Indian movie, it's called Three Idiots. There was a rancher who follows his passion. His passion was machines. He loves machines. He worked for it. Whether he sees any machine, he literally work on it. He opened it, and there was a second guy, second idiot, Farhan. He followed his dream, despite his fear. His father said, "You have to work on the thing that is called engineering." But Farhan guy, he was literally interested in photography, wildlife photography, and he followed his dream despite fear. Because he said to his father, "The father, you have provided me for everything, not the people. What they say doesn't matter. What you think and what you say, that matters to me. Because you are everything to me. You have given everything to me. Not that neighbor, not that people." And lastly, Raju, the third idiot. Yet, what to say, he didn't have any options. He was facing too much struggles. But one incident changed his mindset. He was literally too afraid. He feared everything. He was super superstitious. What do we say? He was like believer in everything. Like, what if I fail? What will happen to my sister? What will happen to my family? There is no one. There is no income. If I fail, there is no chance. But one accident changed his mindset. So everyone had pressure, but only those who acted, who taken action and consistent action, they changed their life. You don't need their permission to grow. You need your own courage, your own actions, repeated action. Every successful person was once started, not because they were wrong, but because they were early. Think about it. Ronaldo, he was sweeping the floor when he was 14. He was sweeping the streets. Will anybody call him that he was the person who will rule the Instagram? He was the person. Literally, he has much more followers than a whole country, whole nation. He was even doubted. Literally, think about it. If you met Ronaldo when he was 14, what would you say to him? What, you dream about being a footballer and among the top of the world? You want to be the goat of the football? You will laugh at him. But see where he is now. If you are disciplined and you take your actions consistently, you will become way more powerful than think. There is a saying, what you say to yourself, you become that thing. Let's get practical now. No motivation, just real steps. There are three layers system. Layer one is you have to divide it. Responsibility. You either have job, you either have studies, you have other the most common thing, family expectation. Your family expect you to be an engineer, a doctor, or anything because your grades are good. Layer two, skill building. And you are literally interested in something, you have that passion. So learn your craft daily. And layer three is execution. You have to create it, build it, upload it, practice. Example, if you want to be a content creator, first study properly, that is trust. Second is learn editing, that is skill. And upload weekly, that's execution. So trust, skill, and execution. So I will take an example. In anime, Attack on Titan, Aaron had a dream, but without discipline, dreams are useless. Power comes from consistent action, not just by that mindful thinking. If you think and you act, your actions align to that goal. Literally, anything you wish, that will become successful. Dreams don't fail, but people quit. People are not consistent nowadays. You think there are too much competition? Nobody. There is not much competition. If you're consistent, that 6 months of dedicated efforts can be literally 2, 3 years or 4 years of hard work. Just 6 months of consistent effort. Because nowadays people are distracted. And you're thinking that people say about me that and this, they will judge me and all that. People don't have time. They're literally distracted. So focus on yourself. Focus on your dreams. Take consistent action. You will literally succeed.
I know it hurts. When your parents don't believe in you, it feels like no one understands me. But listen, they may not understand your dream today. But one day, when they see your growth, your effort, your success, they will say, I was wrong. They will cry. And that day, you will like feel like you're on the heaven. Literally. You will feel like this was the day I was working for. And you will think it was worth it. It was worth everything I have faced. Stay strong long enough. And even thought will turn into belief. Just stay strong. So there are some phases. There's some times in life when you feel like everything is against me. I'm failing in everything. Everything I try, I lose. I fail. But don't ever doubt. Just believe. Just work. And that thought will turn into belief. That thought will turn into, what do we say, result. Just believe in yourself and take consistent action. Whatever the result, failure and all that. Think about Elon Musk. Literally think about Elon Musk. He had built the rockets, but he failed many times. And in last effort, he contributed all his money and everything. He succeeded. But what if he had stopped? So whether you are in the life, you have seen many videos, many reels, or many all that everything. That you're in the middle of achieving something. But when you quit, you have to start from zero. So if you have taken action, just stay consistent and work. Despite failure, just work and you will succeed. So don't fight with your parents. Don't hate them. And don't quit your dream. Instead, work silently, improve daily. You don't need 8 hours, you don't need 10 hours, you just need 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours daily. Consistent actions. Work silently, improve daily. Stay consistent. Let your results speak. Your dream doesn't need everyone's approval. It just needs your commitment, your consistent actions, and your belief that I will succeed. You've seen in many animes and all that, everything, that people have that strong burning desire and they literally say that a lot. Like in Naruto, that guy literally said, I'll become Hokage one day, no matter what. You have your favorite Pokemon. In that, Ash used to say, I will become the strongest Pokemon trainer in the world. And he became, because his actions and his words, his belief were consistent. He never doubted himself. There were some phases he felt low. He was broken. There's that phase in the life you will fall broken. You will feel disheartened. You feel like I've lost everything. Nothing is working for me. But believe in yourself. If this video made you feel understood, hit like. If you're serious about your dreams, subscribe and share with a friend who is silently struggling like you. Maybe
because this video is the push they needed. If